What's up? Welcome back to my channel. So I know that it's July and most people aren't thinking about fall, but for us Halloween, fall time, cold weather lovers, I don't really love Halloween, but I absolutely adore fall. If you hate summer, you understand where I'm going with this. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent like usual. Today, I want to share with you a Bath & Body Works haul, and I placed 2 online orders. The first one, I just got some hand sanitizers because they had a sale. Second haul is where I got 7 items, and these are all fall related. So if you were expecting me to have some kind of summery haul, I'm not the girl. But if you're like, I want fall as of like 3 months ago, then I am your girl. Bath & Body Works, I feel like, is always months ahead. So in July, like beginning of July almost, they were already doing Halloween. And now that it's almost the end of July, like beginning of August, they're already doing fall, which I'm not gonna hate because I absolutely love it. Am I gonna be the girl that's out celebrating July activities smelling like a glazed pumpkin? Yes, I am. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the hand sanitizers just because I only got 3 and we'll get those out of the way and move on to the actual fun stuff. Not that these are not fun, but you understand what I mean. So the first one that I got was Fresh Rainfall. And this one I mostly wanted because I wanted one that was going to kind of lead me into the fall time. I like to keep these in my purse, in my car, like entryways, just wherever. I know, like wash your hands, but sometimes like if you're in the car and you grab something gross or just whatever, you know, these come in handy. And I've tried the Touchland, a couple of like dupe hand sanitizers, and they just, I think it's the sprayer. The sprayer is what keeps me coming back to these. I don't want like a little dinky spray where I'm like, okay, well that didn't do anything. No, like these are strong. The sprayer really gives me that like drenching feeling where I feel like my hands are actually being cleaned, which I know they're not really being cleaned. It's more for killing bacteria and germs and whatnot. But anyway, I did get the Fresh Rainfall, and of course I had to get Champagne Apple and Honey and Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. Champagne Apple and Honey is literally mine and Anthony's like, okay, one of our favorite fall scents. And then I also got Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte, and this is one that I'm probably gonna keep in my purse. That way I always have access to like fall-y scents. So anyway, I got those 3, and like I said, they were on sale. I think they were like $2.95 each or $1.95. I can't remember, but I only got 3. Next, moving on to more fun stuff, or more fun scents, should I say. I got the Vanilla Cafe body wash and also the hand soap. Well, this is the foaming one, the foaming hand soap. If you love vanilla, if you love something sweet, something gourmand, but you love a coffee scent just as much, this scent is for you. This is the one that I was anticipating literally getting as soon as it came out. Like, I didn't even have to smell it. I almost knew that I was gonna love it. I'm not gonna talk about the scent right now just because I did get the fine fragrance mist, and I will go over the scent when I talk about that mist. So anyway, I did get these 2 and I already want to start using them. Like, honestly, I feel like I want to just show you this haul so that I can already put them in our shower and start using them. We haven't even finished our summer stuff, but I'm just gonna have Anthony use those up so that I can use this up. And then I got a Glazed Pumpkin Body Cream. I adore any kind of body cream, body butter, body lotion. I love to lather myself from head to toe after I shower. Depends on if I work out like that specific morning, but I typically take a morning shower and a night shower. I like to shower in the morning if I work out just because I get sweaty and I just don't want to be, what's the word? What's that word when you let meat like soak up the juice? I just don't want to do that with my sweat. And then at nighttime, I don't want to get into bed dirty, so that's why I take 2 showers. But anyway, besides the point. So I did end up getting the Glazed Pumpkin Body Cream, and the reason that I got these things is because they did have their $5.95 sale. I wish that I could have picked up some other items now that I know what they smell like, because these I picked up online without even smelling them. So now that I've smelled them, I do regret not getting a couple of things. But anyway, I know they're gonna have another sale, and I have a 20% off and a 25% off coupon, which I should have used. But again, I have about a month to use that up. So anyway, I got this one. Okay, now for my favorite part, the fine fragrance mist. I'm gonna start off with sweater weather. I'm just gonna spray this on my arm just so that I can smell it better, because sometimes it smells different with like your actual body chemistry than it does in the bottle. But anyway, this one has fragrance notes of sun-crisped apple, autumn leaves, orchard woods. I knew that if this had apple in it, I was gonna like it. Like I said, I didn't smell these. I ordered it on a whim. I think they had it last year, or like a version of it. I think last year's wasn't sweater weather. I think it was something together weather, I think is what they had. So I couldn't remember what this one smelled like, but to me, I don't really smell the apple as much. It's more of that like woody autumn clean scent. Like this to me isn't middle of fall. This is like slowly the days are getting shorter. They're getting a little bit colder in the morning, a little bit colder at night. You're starting to feel, you know, like that brisk air. I personally don't think that this is like the leaves are orange, we're going to the pumpkin patch. That's not what I picture this for. However, it's really nice. But if you are debating, just keep in mind that this is more of like a freshy, woody scent, like a clean scent, like a clean girl in fall who wants to go pumpkin picking, but she's still not ready to leave the garden and go get some pumpkins, you know? I will say I am glad that I didn't get the body cream. I don't think I will. I think this is it. I'm still on the fence with this one, to be honest. I may or may not give it to someone, but the thing with these types of scents is one day I will, you know, like not be into it, and like in a week or so I will literally be obsessed with a specific scent. So I'm gonna give it, you know, like a week or two and see how it feels. But right now it's nice. I don't really love it. So anyway, I will give this like a 6 out of 10. Which I know that's kind of sad, but I'm being honest with you. Next is Loft. I had the candle, I think like 2 years ago. I didn't buy it last year because I still had the other candle. But this scent is brand new. They never have really had the mist, the body creams or lotions or whatever it comes in. This year they decided to release it. This has been super popular online. I know that a lot of people have been going crazy for it. Let me spray it and see what this one smells like. So the fragrance notes are crisp bergamot, neroli, cozy woods. Inspired by the pages of your favorite novel, enjoy the simple pleasure of a cozy escape. I think that's where they got me with that sentence, because they're painting the perfect picture that like, that's where I want to be. Okay, so this one, I don't want to say it's fresh because it's not. I definitely smell the neroli, and it does have like a, not necessarily spicy, but it is a little bit like woody, like walking through the woods. I don't really know where they get the pages part from, because I don't think it smells like that. I think it's more of the picture that they're trying to paint, that you're like reading a book, you're cozied up, perhaps it's raining, it's cloudy, some of the leaves are falling off the trees. This is a really nice scent. Honestly, I can kind of see why it's been getting a lot of hype, because it smells sophisticated. It smells like an adult fragrance. Like, to me, when I smell this, I don't immediately think, oh, that's a juvenile scent. No, like this is a grown-up scent. This is for someone who is an intellectual. Like, you love to read, you love to learn. It's a smart scent. It's a very sophisticated, smart, strong, independent scent. Like, it smells very complex. You don't smell it and think, oh, I can smell like this, this, and this. It's extremely well blended. I don't know, there's something about it, and I don't know what it is, but like once you smell it, you want to keep smelling it. It like lures you in. I feel like the scent just kind of lures you in to where you want to find out more, like what is in here? What is that scent and where's it coming from? This is honestly like 9 out of 10. I personally think that if you are into scents that are very sophisticated, they are strong, they are mysterious, this is definitely one that you're going to enjoy. So I really like this one. Then I, of course, knew that I wanted to get Vanilla Cafe, like regardless of what it smelled like. This scent is part of like the vanilla scent. If you've ever seen me talk about vanilla romance, I love love that scent. But that one is a little bit more like spicy and woody, strong, whereas this one is more like soft and gentle and caramely. I know that it says cafe, but to be honest, I really mostly just smell like a nice caramel or caramel smell. This scent is, okay, we are in fall. We made it. We're thinking about, you know, changing our decor from like the bright summer colors to the more muted, rich, earthy brown, green jewel tones. This is what I think about this scent. To me, this scent makes me want to start pulling out my long sleeve shirts, my scarves. I feel like this scent is very warm, and by that I mean it just smells like a hug, a warm fuzzy blanket. Like you're in the corner, you're wrapped up with your blanket, you have hot chocolate, you want to read a book or just watch like Harry Potter. That's what this gives me. So if you like gourmands, but you don't want like an extremely gourmand, like savory sweet scent, it also has a chocolatey scent. In addition to the caramel, I get a slight like cocoa powder chocolate. Anyway, this is a 10, like straight 10 out of 10. I forgot to tell you the fragrance notes on this one, but it's smooth espresso, whipped vanilla, toasted hazelnut. I think that's where I'm getting like the chocolatey, like nuttiness from it because of that hazelnut. Really, really nice. Okay, the fragrance notes on this one are vanilla glaze, caramel woods, pumpkin cream. Everything in here is exquisite. From the vanilla to the caramel to the pumpkin. This is fall in a bottle. From the design, you know, the whole aesthetic, the color, just everything. This one, I was kind of like, yeah, I think I might like it, I might not, because last year I was obsessed with pumpkin chai latte, or pumpkin spice latte. Pumpkin spice latte, I think that's what it was. I don't know if it's coming back this year because I haven't seen it, but had they not introduced this one, I would have been extremely upset. I only have one bottle of the pumpkin spice latte one, and it's like halfway done, and I plan on using that up this year. So this one has a very similar scent to the Vanilla Cafe, but this to me is more sweet, more savory, more warm, more soft and creamy. It's more like delicate. I smell the pumpkin, but it's not like, oh, that girl smells like a sweet pumpkin. Honestly, I really don't know how they get away with these types of scents, because they still give you like that mouth-watering smell, but not like childish, not like bubblegum or, you know, like those like watermelon, those scents that you're like that you immediately know what they are. No, like if someone smelled this, they wouldn't immediately think, oh, glazed pumpkin. Wow, you smell creamy and warm and sophisticated and yummy. Like this scent out of the four is my favorite. It goes this one, the cafe, the book loft, and then the sweater weather. I honestly could not even wait that I used the body cream, because this unfortunately is the only body cream, like I showed you guys, that I ended up getting. But I am not too sad because I think I ended up getting the perfect one without even knowing. So I couldn't even wait, and I know it's July, but last night I already, after I showered, lathered myself in the body cream and sprayed myself and went to bed. And also this glazed pumpkin one smells like the one from Sniff, and I think it is called Hotcakes Eau de Toilette. That one is $65, you guys, and this one is $5.95. Well, like if you wait till they have a sale. And I went to Bath & Body Works to pick up my order, and so I ended up spraying this one in store while I was there. Then I went to Ulta and just to smell around, you know, some of the fragrances that they have, because there are some new releases, and I randomly ended up spraying the Hotcakes one from Sniff like on my arm. I could not tell the difference between either one. So honestly, I think this is, dare I say, an exact dupe of the Hotcakes from Sniff. So if you love that one, but you're like, I just don't want to spend $65 on a gourmand sweet cream savory scent that I'm only going to use during fall, get this one. I hope you haven't been sleeping on Bath & Body Works fine fragrance mists. I know that some of them are not the most long lasting. I don't see a problem with that because it's almost like you're just refreshing the scent. Yes, it can dissipate and you have to spray yourself, but think about it. If you're wearing a perfume that is, I don't know, over $100, $200 and you spray it, you may go nose blind to it, even though it's still strong. So you'll still initially smell it at the beginning, but then you'll be nose blind to it and you won't even smell it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you're paying that much money, so why not just pay like $5.95 and then, or less with a coupon, and then refresh every 3-4 hours. You're re-smelling it, so how's that a bad thing? I will catch you in the next one. I am now gonna just lather myself in the body cream and spray some of the glazed pumpkin and go out and run errands in the middle of July, because why not? So I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful, marvelous, beautiful day. Bye!